Hey y'all, so I'm gonna just jump right into it here. For my first YouTube video, I decided to tell a story time about the time I punched that bitch brother in his face. I'm gonna jump right into it here. As a disclaimer, I'm not proud of this. You know what I'm saying? This does not paint me in the best light, but it is what it is. This is during a time where, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really give a fuck about much. I used to do what I wanted to do. And, I didn't have much like self-control and self-restraint or nothing like that. Like I did what I wanted to do. And a lot of times the shit I did was questionable, you know what I'm saying? So, at this time I was in 10th grade. I had a boyfriend. He was in 11th grade. We did not go to the same school. He went to school uptown in the Bronx. I went to school in East Harlem. So this is my boyfriend or whatever. And for the sake of the story, we're going to call him Harold. We're going to call him Harold. And I was going out with him. My cousin, we're going to call my cousin Anna. She was going out with his best friend. We're going to call his best friend Donald. Okay? There we go. So I was with Harold. My cousin Anna was with Harold's best friend Donald. Boom. So now that I look back, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Harold, you know what I'm saying, it's clear. At the time I was dumb and I was overlooking it, but anytime a female is constantly calling your phone, there's a reason why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? But I'm his girlfriend, so I'm thinking like, no, this bitch, she harassing my man. This is his ex, Harold's ex. For the sake of the story, we're going to name his ex Leah, right? So I remember me and Harold, we would be on the phone or whatever during that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, phone cuffing was a thing. Like, at nighttime, you like, if you got a boyfriend during this time, and I mean, it's still kind of, but at that time, if you have a boyfriend, every night you got to go to sleep on the phone with your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So that's what me and Harold used to do. But I remember that we would be on the phone, and there would always be a point in time in the phone where he would be like, that's this bitch Leah calling me. Like that. Let me go tell her stop calling me or whatever. I swear, like every phone call he would do that. So it got to a point, so I was like, yo, she call you too much. Like, the next time she call you, put her on three-way. You know what I'm saying? So I can have a word with her, because obviously she ain't listening to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You, whatever. So he would go, you know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. Let me go let her have it, I guess. And then he would come back, and he'd be like, she ain't gonna call no more, whatever. But I'm my dumb ass. Like, obviously, he still messed with this girl. You know what I'm saying? She's not calling him for no reason, whatever. So, like I said, she would call. He would go to the other line, dub her. But it started getting to a point where I would be like, yo, like, the next time she call you, put her on three-way. Let me have a word with her. He'd be like, nah, I got it. Like, you don't got to do that. Like, I got it or whatever. So I'm like, whatever. So one time, my cousin Anna, like I said, she's going out with Harold's man's Donald. So one time, Anna and Donald, they on the phone. So my cousin has the phone on speaker. So I hear Donald like, oh, like Leah's calling me. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, why is Leah calling him? Like, Leah's just fucking annoying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she calling everybody looking for Harold. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, my cousin had her phone on speaker or whatever. So I hear Donald like, yo, like, that's Leah calling me. She looking for Harold. I'm like, yo, Donald, put it on three-way. I got something to say to Leah or whatever. So Donald's not like Harold. Donald's like, I'll put it on three-way. So he puts the phone on three-way or whatever. So now my cousin has her phone on speaker. So on the other line, so now Donald just put Leah on the line or whatever. So now Leah's there. So Donald's like, yo, Harold's girl got something she want to say to you or whatever. So I'm like, yo, I said, why you be calling Harold at night? Like, stop calling him, because at night I'm on the phone with him. Like, you interrupting what we got going on. Y'all broken up. He don't fuck with you. Stop calling him. Like, sorry, we're phone cuffing at this time. Like, stop calling him. Stop doing that. So she talking her shit. She like, who are you? But this is the funny part. Me and my cousin was laughing OD after the phone conversation was done, cause Leah tried to get cute she was like, this, and during this time, I used to call myself Slim. I don't know who I thought I was. I thought I was cool. Had a little nickname, Slim, whatever. So, she like, who was this? Who was this? Is this Slim? Oh, never heard of you. Never heard of you. Cause girl, never heard of you. Yo, you heard of me because you just asked if this is Slim. You clearly heard of my ass. So I'm like, no, bitch, never heard of you. Stop calling my nigga. Like, stop doing that. Mind you, I'm in the 10th grade. Like, how old am I? I'm like 16. Who did I think I was, bro? Like, it's just mad funny. So I'm like, stop calling him. So she getting crazy or whatever. Mind you, and Donald, the whole time, Donald on the line just instigating. He like, yo, that's his girl. You gotta chill, Leah. Like, you gotta chill, whatever, whatever. My whole thing is, regardless, as to, don't try to make it look cute because I'm on the line. Harold's still fucking with this girl. I know he is. Like, if he was not, she would not be calling him. Like, I don't care what nobody say. So me and her going back and forth, and then she was like, I think I don't know who said let's fight or whatever. I don't know how it got to the point where niggas wanted to fight, but that's what happened or whatever. So we decided we was gonna fight or whatever. So I think it was the next day we was gonna fight or whatever. I'm kind of like, I don't really remember like the time sequence of exactly when this happened, whatever. So I was like, yeah, so pull up to the school or whatever, Harold school, and we gonna fight type shit. So we gonna say this is like the next day now at school. So like I said, I go to school in East Harlem. So in my head, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go uptown and I'm gonna fight this girl. So my friends is like, so I come to school and I'm telling my friends what's going on. They like, so my plan was, because at lunchtime, me and my friends, we would go outside or whatever. Like, our school would let us go outside. A lot of schools did that. So my plan was, I just wasn't going to come back. I was going to leave at lunch and then go uptown and be there on time for when, you know, Harold and shit was like let out of school. And I was going to fight her or whatever. I told her to make sure she was there by Harold's dismissal or whatever. So birdie. And another thing is, too, to keep in mind, my cousin Anna went to school with Harold. My cousin put me on with Harold. And Donald used to go to school with them, but at this point, he was going to another school. So, you know, we all knew what was going on. Me, Harold, me, Donald, and my cousin Anna knew that me and Leah was going to fight tomorrow. But then later on, I had to let Harold know, like, yo, I'm coming to your school tomorrow because I'm going to fuck up your ex. He like, yo, like, what happened? I'm like, she called Donald's phone looking for you. I told Donald to put her on three-way. Me and her going to fight. So whatever. So the next day, like I said, I went to school. I let my friends at school know, like, yo, lunchtime, I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm going uptown. They like, no, don't do that. Don't come on. You can't. My friends were trying to, like, you know, keep me on the right path, whatever. They was like, no, you can't. Don't be going uptown to fight. I was like, no, I'm going uptown to fuck this bitch up. So lunchtime came or whatever. I left. I went uptown. Very long train ride, by the way. Like I said, you coming from East. I used to go to school on 106 between Park and Madison. This school was by like Pelham or some shit like that. Don't quote me. I might be fucking up the location, but it was far uptown, okay? So I got up, I got on the train or whatever, I went up there or whatever. So when I got up there a little bit before Harold's dismissal. So but you know, I'm like, fuck it, rather early than be late, right? So I'm getting there or whatever. So as I'm walking to the school, I see this girl. And at this time, I knew how Leah looked, but I knew how she looked through social media. And, you know, sometimes, like, at that time, you know, like, sometimes you're not really sure, you know what I'm saying, if this is the person. So I see the girl. What threw me off, it looked like her. But what threw me off is that she had these two kids with her. Like, she had a little boy and a little girl with her. Little boy had to have been like in like maybe 5th grade. The little girl maybe like 3rd grade. Like, these is kids. So I'm thrown up. I'm like, this look like her. But why she got kids? I was like, I don't know. I was like, whatever. So I walked to the school. Nobody's outside. Like, their dismissal, Harold and my cousin's dismissal has not arrived yet. The bell hasn't rung. So I'm there a little early. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for them to be dismissed. And I'm waiting for the bitch Leah. So the girl that I saw with the two kids, she comes up. She was like, you Slim? I was like, you Leah? She was like, yeah, but boo. I didn't even wait for her to I swear, we just started fighting or whatever. I'm not gonna hold you, I'm fucking her up. I'm not even gonna lie. So what gets me bad about this story is that nobody was there to see the fight except the security guard from the bank across the street. He's watching everything. He ends up coming outside, but I'm so mad because I wanted Harold to see me beat his ex's ass. Like, I'm just like, fuck. Like, no, now nobody's here to like witness this. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the security guard told them. So I'm fucking her up, right? Beating her ass. And then the next thing I know, she say to her little brother, I don't want to put his name on there. We're gonna say his name was like Jake. She was like, Jake, jump in. So Jake jumps in or whatever. He on my shirt. Now I'm not proud of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's kid, but he jumps in. I think he might have hit me, but the main thing that he did is he ripped my whole shirt, bro. Like, and I didn't have on no undershirt, so my bra and my breast was out. So as I'm beating her up and he jumped in or whatever, and he's just on me. It's not so much that he's doing anything to me, but nigga, you're in the way. I smooth like boop that little nigga. Yo, I feel so bad. He fell back and that was it. He just stood there with his little sister. He just stood there. One good little punch. I feel bad. Like, when I tell people this story, I get mixed reactions. Some people think this shit is dumb funny. Other people be like, that's not right, Quay. Like, why you? Cause, well, first of all, why would you bring your little brother and your little sister to a fight? And you want to tell your little brother to jump in a fight and you're getting beat up? He has to get out the way. So I punched him in his face and he, you know, that was all it took. He backed up. So at this time, the security guard from the bank I mentioned, after he seen everything he wanted to see, I guess he was entertained. He finally came outside. He was like, come on. He was like, let that girl go. Come on, break it up. So he broke up the fight and then he told the girl to go home or whatever. That shit, it was just crazy how this shit happened because, like, I just feel like the whole fight was just like disorganized. Like, nobody was there to see it except the security guard from the bank. You know what I'm saying? Then right after the fucking fight happened, that's when the bell rang. So then that's when Harold and them came outside. So I'm there like, titties out, breast out, and my bra. So my boyfriend like, yo, what happened? I'm like, I just beat Leah up. Like, yo. Then the security guard is there. They was like, what? So my cousin come out, they friends come out. They're like, what the fuck? You just fought? They was like, you don't look like you fought. Minus the fact that my shirt was ripped. She didn't even do that. The little brother did that. My face was fine, everything. So they're like, yo, like you just had a fight, because they hear me telling the story. Like, my boyfriend and my cousin's friends and shit, they hear me telling the story. So they like, you just fought? I'm like, yeah, I just fucked Leah up, blah, blah, blah. So apparently, like, nobody really liked Leah anyway. So they're like, oh, it's good you beat that bitch up, blah, blah, blah. So then, so my cousin and shit, she mad. She like, fuck, I wish I could have seen it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah, the security guard broke it up. So then niggas crossed the street or whatever, they told the security guard. He was like, yeah, like, she beat that girl up, whatever. I mean, at this time, like I said, I was ratchet when I was younger. So I'm proud of myself. I'm like, y'all fuck this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? But now I look back then, ain't a big deal. But yeah, I just wanted to tell that story. And it's crazy because it's not like me and Harold fucking stayed together, obviously. Like, what? That's the one time I really fought over a dude. It was another time I was gonna fight over somebody else, but the girl wouldn't come out to school. So, but yeah, I was, you know what I'm saying? I was a little ratchet one. I'm not even gonna hold you. But yeah, that is the story of when I beat up my ex's ex and punched her little brother in his face. And I feel bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish Leah would not have brought her siblings. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's not even ethical. Like, you're gonna bring you're the big sister. You're not supposed to put your little siblings in harm's way.